It is time. I am finally home. Today I had to work today, so I missed out on seeing it live with everyone, but I did watch the trailer a long time ago. But get to the point. Street Fighter 6 new gameplay, a full gameplay trailer. This will not be a first reaction because I already saw the trailer, both trailers, when I was at work, but I went to watch it over with you guys and go over some things and go over the website, which actually gives us a lot of details that I'm really liking. So far they're giving us a lot of information that I really like, and it's really, I'm surprised how much information they gave us. But we're gonna go into it and just look at it. We're gonna look at the trailer and we're gonna talk about some things. We're gonna talk about a lot of things actually, but this game looks great. Like, so far they're doing everything better so far than Street Fighter 5 when they first showed it off. First thing, a single player campaign. So as you can see, so far they have confirmed that there's going to be like a single player campaign, and I believe it's going to be a sort of like CAC thing. That's what it looked like to me when I was watching the trailer, which you're going to see. Actually, first off, let's watch the trailer first and then we'll go into more detail. Let's watch the trailer all the way through together and then we'll go into more details, because this was great. So here's Luke, him with no shoes, but low key, I know a lot of people don't like Luke, and I don't like Luke and Street Fighter 5, but in this game, he actually kind of looks nice. I like the colors, maybe because like whenever the game shows like the nice art like this, he looks good. Like, him in general doesn't look cool, but like with the colors, for me, it looks really nice. But this is the world, which is Metro City, which if you know about Street Fighter lore, you know a lot. There was Hager earlier, but they showed a lot of new characters, and this is I believe this is the CAC, so you can walk around the world and stuff like that. I'm assuming you get to fight characters, but I believe this is the CAC, which I wanna see it because I want to talk about it. If that's the world tour, that's what it is. I really want to talk about it because I saw it and I was like, this is crazy. World Tour is an immersive single-player story mode. This is a completely new experience that defines genre labels. Carve out your own legend on the streets. Look for more news on the World Tour in the near future. So they don't really talk about a lot, but they just show it. But it looks like, if you guys play 2K, I don't know, we don't want to compare because 2K's my career is kind of not the greatest, but it kind of reminds me of my career a little bit, especially with creating your character and going across the city. I'm hoping it's way better than that, but it kind of gives off that feeling. But so far, we're gonna go back. So as you can see, we're gonna go by really slow, really slow. But it looks like, if this is a CAC, this looks like we can create our own character. Like that. It looks like we're gonna be able to create our own character. And if that's the case, I believe that it's gonna be like, if we can make our own character, I don't really mess with that idea that much. I feel like if we do make our own character, it's definitely not gonna be competitive. It's definitely gonna be more of a like a probably just for the story mode and stuff like that. But I think it is interesting that you're able to make your own character and stuff like that. You'll probably be able to give your character moves from other characters and stuff like that, and be able to like do unique things like that. But this is definitely a fight, like definitely like a match between you and like a normal character in the world. So I'm assuming you probably can create your own CAC and be able to take, probably like unlock other characters' moves, like special moves, and then use it. And then like do other things in the world, probably unlock other stuff and single player stuff. But I would be surprised if they let us take CACs online. I'll be very surprised by that. And plus, I don't think in the trailer they ever say like, oh, you can take your CACs online and stuff like that. So I'm assuming this single player world is just gonna basically be a way you can explore Metro City, unlock little things, play against other like NPCs and stuff like that. But it looks way better. I was very surprised we got a single player content like this in a Street Fighter game, because usually we get like, I was expecting more of a Mortal Kombat NetherRealm type of story mode, if any at all, because Street Fighter 5 didn't come with anything like that until 6 months to a year where we got that story expansion that wasn't that good. But we got like a NetherRealm type of story mode, and I was expecting maybe we'll get something like this in this game. But I'm surprised they actually put a lot of time into a World Hub My Career type of thing, which is really surprising. But let's keep going through the trailer. Let's keep going. So far, that's a really cool that they showed us that, and I'm really excited about that. I think that's a good idea. And look at Chun-li. Oh, we'll talk about the design. All right, so Street Fighter 6 is more realistic than any other Street Fighter game before. So if you don't know, Street Fighter 4 and Street Fighter 5 were really back in the day when they first were going through betas. They were supposed to be really realistic. They were supposed to be like going to this new realistic style. And for a while, Street Fighter was leaning towards this. We knew this. We know this. If you know about the development behind the scenes, you know that they've been trying to go to a more realistic style for a while. And I'm saying this right now. These characters look amazing. I went on Twitter. I was surprised that a lot of people don't like the realistic take of this. But I think that the realistic take looks beautiful, especially with the new engine they're using. I don't know if they're using their RE engine or not, but this engine they're using, these characters look real, like not in terms of like, oh, it's real life, but just like they look like real people that look, they don't look weird. Like they don't have weird smiles or weird teeth. They have good physics, and I like how they look. And Chun-Li, look at her. She is perfect. This character looks great. Actually looks amazing. But another thing we need to talk about, surprisingly, we need to actually talk about is after this trailer with Chun-Li, how she looks and how the characters look, there is no way this takes place before Street Fighter 3. If somehow they make this take place before Street Fighter 3 canonically, I'm gonna flip out, because these characters look old. Chun-Li looks beautiful, right? But she definitely looks older than her Street Fighter 2, Street Fighter 4, Street Fighter 5, Street Fighter 3 persona. She definitely looks like an older lady. And I love that. Like, these characters look older. Chun-Li looks old. Ryu looks old. This game has to take place after 3. And if it doesn't, I'm going to be mad. I'm going to be so mad. But, look at the art. What do I have it at max? I don't even think my computer can run it at the max. But look at that. That is amazing. That looks great. The style looks great. This is one of the new characters. I believe his name is Jamie. I think it's said on the website that he's inspired by like Yin and Yang, which is really cool. I really like that. That leads more into like this taking place after 3. Even though Yin and Yang are Street Fighter 4, they're not really big in that game compared to they are in 3. In the fighting ground, it shows Luke and Jamie. I don't know if this is a story cutscene or not. Probably not. But they're just showing all the characters together. Jamie, Luke. Look at the faces. They look so good. Alright, this is the gameplay we're going to see. So far, with the game, it looks good. It looks fun. It looks fluid. Some of the hits don't really feel like they hit hard, which I think they'll change later on in the game. But, like, look at it. That's one of the new things. We're going to talk about that. But this game looks great. This game. Parries. We have parries and counters. Like that. Oh, my God. That looks great. But these are the supers. This game looks great. See, we talked about how, like, in the first video, where we talk about the first reveal trailer, how, like, they're gonna have the muscles contort and how, like, they're gonna just look more realistic that way. It looks great. It looks great. Battle Hub, which is, like, the online. I think, like, this is gonna be how you get into, like, lobbies and stuff like that. And I'm assuming you probably bring your CAC in there. I don't think CACs will be playable. Wait, is that a character right there? Is that I don't know who that is. That looks like Kimberly. I think that says Kimberly. Does that say Kimberly? Is that a new character that they haven't showed us really? I'm assuming so. Did they talk about that? I did not see that until now. Well, I'm gonna see, because I say Kimberly. They didn't show her, but that looks like a character they didn't talk about. There was a few I think there was other characters in the trailer that they didn't really talk about. But like Kimberly, we don't know if that girl over there, like in this part, is like also gonna be a playable character. She gives off a Sakura type of feeling to it. This girl right here, she could just be one of Chun-Li's students, because Chun-Li is a teacher, I believe. But this game looks great. This game looks great. But I believe so far, from what has been shown, if this is a new character, if this is one of the newer characters, I believe right now is Jamie, Kimberly, Luke, Ryu, Chun so far, and like your CAC kind of. But so this game looks great. Game looks great. I really love the realistic art style. I know a lot of people. I'm surprised how a lot of people don't like it, but I love it. I think it looks great, and I believe that this is the next big move for Street Fighter in terms of like having a unique art style. Like in my opinion, Street Fighter 2 looks unique because of the age. Street Fighter 3 looks unique with the amazing sprites. Street Fighter 4 looks unique because this is the first time we have 3D graphics for these characters. Street Fighter 5, in my opinion, looks good, but it doesn't really stand out in a style way in terms of the animations and the models. And I feel like Street Fighter 6 has like more identity. Like it actually looks like, dang, like this is the next big step. This is the next big change. And I think that's great. That's amazing. That's amazing, in my opinion. I know some people are missing the anime style, but in my opinion, this is the next big step, and I love it. But this is like basically like a commentary trailer. We don't need to talk about it, but basically they're gonna have it's gonna be the first Street Fighter game where basically like they have like in real time commentary. Like they're gonna get a lot of voice actors of different like languages and stuff like that, and they're gonna have like in real time commentary during the game. And it was cool. Like it actually during the trailer, it was actually cool. I'm gonna have all the trailers down below in the comment and the description, so y'all can definitely check out this trailer and hear more of the stuff. We don't really need to talk about it as much. It's just basically like them just talking about it. But it does show more stuff like the counters and stuff like that. But I think it also shows the supers in this one, the full-on supers, I think. But this is that. Wait, hold up. Who is that? Is that Alex? No, it's definitely not Alex. I thought that was Alex for a second because I saw yellow hair. I was like, is that Alex? I was like, is that Alex? But they have the counters, and then there's this super. That looks great. I like the new the whole KO thing they have so far going. But yeah, these are the only 2 trailers that dropped so far. They're probably gonna show more. They confirmed the release date of next year. I'm assuming like if they're gonna do it like Street Fighter 5, probably early next year, probably February, March. But next year, dude, I'm making content on this game. I'm gonna be playing this game. I'm going to. If there's gonna be a beta, I'm playing it. I'm getting in. I'm gonna find a way to get in. But there's some things I want to talk about. So there are a new system, which I'm very surprised they showed a lot of on the website. But there's gonna be basically a new system, which there always is in a new Street Fighter game. Street Fighter 2 didn't really have a new system except comboing, I guess. Street Fighter 3 it had the meter and the parrying and like the universal overhead. Street Fighter 4 it had focus attack, FADCs, and like the ultra gauge and the super gauge. Street Fighter 5 it had V trigger and the critical art gauge and V skills and stuff like that. And V-shift. So in this game, it is a drive system. So drive is, so in the game, there's the health bar, there's the meter, which we're going to talk about, and they have the drive gauge. So the drive gauge gives you the way to like use different abilities. And so far they said this: the drive gauge, the engine that powers the drive system, is available as soon as the round begins, allowing you to fight to your liking. So you'll start up with full drive gauge when you start. If you spend your entire drive gauge, you'll enter in a burnout stage with big disadvantages, but it also replenishes automatically, making meter management a key to the fight. Understanding the system in depth, including when to be conservative and when to gamble, allows for deep, high-level battles. That's good. I like that even though if you use it all or burn all your meter, you're still going to have it, or you can still replenish it. What I want to know is that, is it going to reset every round? If it resets every round, then low-key, it's better to, I'll be better for me personally to just burn it through. But if you have to like have it the entire game, so like for all the rounds, then it actually like has more incentive to you to either save it or like choose if you want to gamble it or not. And I like that. They have multiple different moves. I'm going to zoom out a little bit so we can see more. They have multiple different moves. They have a drive impact, drive parry, overdrive, drive rush, and drive reversal, which is like I guess like an alpha counter. So drive impact, which is both. So we're talking about this more later on, but they do have 2 different gameplay styles, which I really like that they give people an option, but we're going to talk about that later. So they have drive impact, a power strike that can absorb an opponent's incoming attack. Perform this on an opponent backed into the corner to include a wall splat even if they block the attack. So this is an unblockable, and it seems like unblockable invincible move. I don't know how many attacks it can take. It says it only takes 1 bar. So I'm assuming one of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it takes 1 of these. I'm assuming it takes 1 because it says 1 cost right there. And it can take, I'm assuming, a powerful strike that can absorb an opponent's incoming attack. So I don't know if that means they can take 1 hit or multiple. But if it can take multiple, this is really good. If it can take one, it's still good. But taking multiple attacks is really good. When you do this, it's unblockable. And if it's in the corner, it does a wall splat. So I'm pretty sure you can get like a follow-up. So if you're Ryu and you do this, you can probably get a Shoryu after, or a Shoryu super, or maybe just super or whatever. And even if they block the attack, it's probably going to guard break and stuff like that. This is pretty good. I like that it basically gives everyone a full invincible, like basically an invincible, just to power through stuff, because some characters have armor, some characters don't. So I guess this is good to give a lot of characters armor. I wonder, is this gonna alleviate some of the risk of using a bigger character, like characters that have armor compared to other characters that don't, but giving everyone armor? I kind of like the idea. I think this is it's cool. I like it. So next we have drive parry. So I'm assuming what this means, it doesn't take exactly one, but I'm assuming like every time you do it successfully or do it at all, it uses a meter. So drive parry, automatically repel an opponent's attack and replenish drive when performed successfully. Okay, so I should have read that more. Perform a perfect parry by parrying just before an opponent attack hits you. So when you do it, you can hold it down. It says you can hold it down. So basically when you hold it down, you're consuming gauge, right? And like, if your opponent doesn't hit you, I assume you just keep on consuming it. But if you do it, you get to, if you perfect parry, you get to like have like probably like plus frames and be able to do certain moves that you wouldn't normally be able to do out of like blocks and stuff like that. But when you do it, you also replenish some of your drive. So if you do it correctly and don't just throw it out, you can actually get like a lot of bar consumption, like a lot of bar gain. I just want to know how much bar gain you do. And no matter what, even if it's bad, I'm still going to do it, because parrying is fun. Y'all know I love Third Strike. Parrying is fun. And so being able to parry, we're finally going to have a universal parry in this game, which I was really surprised by, which leans more to it taking place after Street Fighter 3, because Street Fighter 3, everyone can parry. But I like this. I'm glad that parrying is fully back besides just Ryu. And I like that like there's actually like incentive to use it more besides just also getting meter. I think in Third Strike you also get meter, but I'm not sure. But this is more drive meter, it's not just normal meter, I'm guessing, because I believe I saw on another page that you only get meter, like super meter, by doing special attacks and hitting opponents like that. So this is cool. Everyone gets a parry. Overdrive costs 2 bars. Press 2 of the same button type instead of one performing a special move that turn into an overdrive. Alright, these are the same as EX special moves in past games. Oh, wait. Does that mean that the super meter is only for supers? So I gotta see that. I gotta see what the super meter does. Press 2 the same button instead of 1. So basically, these are the same as EX special moves in past games. So these are the new overdrives, are the new EX moves. That's not. Wait, this is weird. So it feels like they're combining Street Fighter 3, Street Fighter 4, Street Fighter 5. So let me explain. Street Fighter 3, we have parrying, we have 3 bars, which in this game you can have supers that have a max 3 bars. So I don't know if we're gonna have only one super or multiple, because we have 3 bars, but I'm assuming we're gonna have like maybe multiple because we have 3 bars. But so far we only have 1 super, right? You press 2 of the same button instead of 1 when performing to turn into an overdrive bar. So like the way it's more like Street Fighter 4 is because in Street Fighter 4 we had a super gauge and an ultra combo gauge, which ultra combo is like basically like the super move, right? And they're 2 separate bars, while the super gauge is what you use for EX moves, FA, DC cancel, stuff like that. So this in Street Fighter 6, and for Street Fighter 5 it uses like V skills, V drive, V trigger, which all the drive stuff seems really similar to like V trigger and V skill and stuff like that. So in Street Fighter 6 basically we're having 2 bars. We have the drive gauge and the super gauge. So the drive gauge, you can use EX moves, which are overdrives, and you can do parrying, you can do the invincible, unblockable move, and you can do other stuff which you're gonna see. But that's interesting. I'm really surprised that's actually good, because this is gonna make drive gauge good, but also fair. Like you have to actually like choose what you want to use your meter on. You want to use it on EX moves, you want to use it on to get that little bit more damage, you want to use it on parries, do you want to use it on a way to like make your opponent fear you with the first drive move, the invincible one. I like that. I like that a lot. I think that's cool. And then drive rush, drive cost gauge 1 or 3. Perform a quick rush forward with a drive parry. So I'm guessing you can do drive parry, and then you can dash, or a cancelable normal attack. Is this like KOF? This gives KOF vibes. Drive rush from a parry costs 1 drive stock, while drive rush from a normal attack costs 3 drive stocks. That's actually fair. Okay, so if you want to do it out of a normal, so I'm assuming, okay, so I'm assuming this is how you'll do it. If like certain moves don't like link into each other or combo into each other, you can make it combo by using drive rush. That's really good. And then you can use this out of drive parry to basically make it like scare your opponent and stuff like that. Because I was saying when you hold down, I was like, ooh, you can hold it down. I don't think that's like, holding it down is good, but it's also scary because you're basically like sitting there, but you being able to run out of it is really good. I like that a lot. I like that. Drive reversal, which is basically like alpha counter. Perform a counter attack while blocking an opponent's attack. The damage is low but can keep you out of a tight situation when being pressured. So yeah, alpha counter. I like this. I like this a lot. I like how much we have 5 things, and I think all of them are gonna make this game really deep. Like give every character options. Like every character could be on the similar playing level by having all these abilities. And I like that. I like all these stuff. I'm glad that parries are back. I'm glad we have alpha counters. I'm glad we have. I like that the ES moves are on this meter instead of the super meter. It actually makes the drive gauge a lot more balanced, and I think that's a cool idea. Really cool. Control type, which we saw here. As you can see, there's the normal mode and then the modern mode. So modern classic Street Fighter 6 allows a new control mode to play without the need to remember difficult command inputs, allowing players to enjoy the flow of battle. Players who are delving into the world of Street Fighter for the first time, or those who haven't touched a fighting game in years, can jump right into the fray. Of course, the traditional control type of the series is still available for players to enjoy, which I will be doing, which is classic. Modern control type, as you can see, that's what it meant. We have an auto combo. I saw assist. I was like like 2v2. So assisted combo. So basically an auto combo button, which is the R2 button. Drive parry. Throw is L2. Drive impact is L1. Special move is triangle. It's light, medium, heavy. I personally would not play like that. I would not play like that. But that's definitely like an easier way to play. Definitely like for people that can't do like the hard inputs and stuff like that. I'm assuming when you have the special move, you probably have to do a certain direction, and then I'll probably do the super move like down, up, right, something like that. Hadouken, yeah, like I was saying, Hadouken, and then yeah, different directions for different specials. I personally want to do that, but it's interesting. There is multiple supers. I told y'all. All right, so there's multiple supers. There's multiple supers. I'm assuming there's multiple supers because this has to be multiple supers. All right, let me see. Let me go down. The classic mode, like light, medium, heavies, and stuff like that. Throw, drive parry, stuff like that. Drive impact, stuff like that. But all right, let me see. All right, I gotta see. Ooh, let me see the supers. There's supers. Oh, okay, we gotta go back here. All right, we gotta go back. All right, super arts, which I believe, yeah, super arts are definitely like the. All right, let me see. Oh, they're showing a lot on this. They showed more on this. But super, so we have multiple supers, I'm assuming, because triangle, circle, let me see. Yeah, it has to be. That has to be it. These are supers, so we have multiple supers, just like Third Strike. Alright, so we have a Shinsho, Shinhasoki, I don't know what that is. I'm pretty sure that's the power of nothing, and then a Shinku Hadouken. So we have multiple supers. I wonder, can we use them all at once, or do we have to pick it like in Third Strike? I'm assuming we get to have all 3 at one time, which if that's the case, everyone's gonna have utility, and I love that. Oh, this is really good. This is the end time commentators. Oh my god, this is really good. I'm surprised how much I'm liking this. I haven't got to really look at the gameplay because I was gone, but yeah, this is the super art meter. So you have 3 bars. So you'll have 3 bars. So if we have 3 super, oh my god, that's really good. Can you cancel super into super? That's what I want to know. If you can have multiple supers like that. I like that. I like that a lot. This game is about to be crazy. Jesus. Alright. That's good. I love this so far. I want to look at, so we're not gonna do a lot more. We talked a lot of things, but we're gonna oh, they have the themes. They're gonna have the themes later. But hate spiders. But we're gonna talk about more of. Oh my god, this gotta be the thumbnail. This definitely gotta be the thumbnail. I ain't gonna lie. But we're definitely gonna talk more about. I was hoping that this would show like more like their moves list. They showed Ryu's move list, which is cool. But I was hoping they was gonna show more. But that's good. We're basically gonna look at the last characters and we're gonna end it here. 6-1. God damn, this American man hates horror games. This American man with no shoes. Yeah, this game looks great. Sorry, my computer's running so slow. Like Yun and Yang, yeah. The self-styled Chinese talent peacekeeper aspires to the example set by Yun and Yang, the twin dragons. An expert dancer, Jamie places justice and friendship above all as defending his talent with martial skill. So he's a good guy. He's a good guy canonically in the story. And then we got Chun-li. Yeah. Hates crime because, you know, she's a cop. A former high-kicking ICPO agent, Chun-li looks after Lai Fane, a victim of the Black Moon incident, which was in Street Fighter 5, I believe? With Shadow Cylinder, she now runs Kung Fu classes. Wait, hold up. This is scary. Wait, because Chun-li didn't fight out. Chun-li didn't really fight Gil. This is scary. This is scary for the thought that this takes place after 3. Oh, that's scary. I don't like that. I'm scared of that, actually. Alright. 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 I think that's basically it. This game looks great. Game looks great. I'm actually very excited. I think that this was definitely the best thing. This is definitely a really good trailer. I was not expecting a good trailer like this for Street Fighter 6 when it first came out because of Street Fighter 5. This is a really great trailer. I am very excited and I cannot wait for 2023 to play this game. Y'all will see it. I will definitely cover this game. This game is going to definitely be like my main driver when it comes out. But, oh my god. Let me know what y'all think down below. Leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more content, especially more Street Fighter 6. When Street Fighter 6 come out and any content with Street Fighter 6, talk about more stuff, more character reveals and stuff like that, I would definitely cover it, especially if they reveal some of my fan favorites like Ken. Because Ken's definitely got to be in this game. And Sean, there's no way their characters, they're not going to be in this game. They have to be in this game. But, leave a like I said, subscribe, hit the bell. I've been posting consistently, and let me know if y'all any other stuff I didn't talk about in this trailer that y'all saw that you saw and like wanted to talk about. I would be very interested because I've seen this trailer, but I can't recognize everything at one time and catch everything. That's what you guys are for. But let me know what you think, and until next time, peace.